and co-host Pat Elaine. Entertainment with Amanda Borden. Weather and science with Trevor Vaughn. And sports with Kevin Pereira and Zach Rocha. And yes, 30 minutes does equal a half an hour.
Good evening. I'm Paul Gaudu.
And I'm Pat Elaine.
And this is 30 Minutes.
Today's show, just to highlight today's show, we have a couple clips today on the Community Service Assembly, the academic breakfast. We have our weatherman and science guy, Trevor Vaughn. Again, we have Zach and Kevin doing some sports for you. Amanda's going to be bringing you some entertainment. And we're going to end off with the Teacher of the Week. So all in all, I think we have a pretty good show.
Well said, Patrick. Well, coming up first, we've got the Community Service Assembly that the juniors attended last week. Let's take a look at what went down.
One of the main messages we were trying to focus on by having the Community Action Fair was to draw attention to the efforts of many of the nonprofit organizations that operate in the city that focus on teen-centered issues.
This is the Immigrants Assistance Center table, and we have all kinds of information regarding our programs in the community, and we've been talking to some of the students about volunteering.
My flyers and my program is about services for teen parents and their children through United Front Child Development Programs. We provide teen parents who are wanting to be in their regular high school to continue to stay in their regular high school. We provide child care and transportation to and from school. We also provide 2 workshops. One is a job readiness one, and the other one is parenting skills workshop.
Hi, my name is Maria Forts, and I work with Roots and Wings program out of United Front Child Development Program, and we are a mentoring program for adolescents who are in foster care. We work with adolescents as well as their foster families.
Do you have any other comments to add?
Yes, I work for a different program, even though we all work together. I am the program coordinator for Nurtured Wings program, which is families who are involved with DSS. I work with Intact Families, and it's basically the same as Roots and Wings. The only difference is she works with foster care kids. I work with children who are living with their biological families. Another thing, too, is that we're starting as a women-to-women group, which is a support group here in the high school for teen moms.
We are New Bedford Child and Families Young Parent Support Program. We offer different support services to young parents, whether it be female or male, up to age 20.
Our table is the Big Brother, Big Sister program, and what we do is we're a mentoring program. We match young adults to older adults with children ages 7 to 14.
Derek Vital from Big Brother, Big Sister in New Bedford.
And what's this about, this table?
It's to see if any of the high school students want to volunteer with like children from the community, young children. It's like about 8 hours a month. Spend time with the child, act as a role model. Do activities with the child. It's a lot of fun. It's a big responsibility too.
Yeah. So I think the whole thing is actually pretty good. Even though some groups I really don't commit to and don't agree with, I think the whole thing is pretty good for the children to get involved with everything, and especially the city.
The Community Action Fair is supposed to link community organizations with the school to create a better relationship for students and their involvement in community service.
All right, that clip was totally reeking of awesomeness.
Thanks, Paul. Next in breaking news, New Bedford High School's top honor students gathered recently for a breakfast in recognition of their work thus far. Let's check that out.
During A period on October 27th, students who received all A's on their report cards during every quarter of the school semester gathered in the Gold House cafeteria to participate in the academic breakfast. This event is organized by the Student Advisory Council to celebrate academic excellence in the school. This is a great way to reward students who have done well in school. Here are a few comments from people who attended the breakfast.
So, you think these kids put a lot of hard work into this program?
I would think they would have to be recognized and get the awards that they do. Sure they do. And it's nice to recognize the kids that excel.
Oh, I agree 100%.
And do you guys have any other comments?
I'm at a loss for words, but I tell you, it's always nice to have a gathering when you've got a bunch of young people who have done a great job and they're getting recognition for having done so. Anytime we have any of these kinds of meetings, they're a great time.
This is Brandon Medeiros, Katie LaBeouf, George Almeida, and Ross Nunes. So what you guys think of the food?
I thought it was pretty good. The kids reacted pretty well. Almost everybody came up for seconds.
It was good.
The sausage was good, and I think the muffins were good.
Chocolate chip muffin's my favorite.
And so what you guys think of this ceremony?
I thought it was pretty good. There was a good turnout, a lot of kids here, so it went well.
It went well. I'm glad to see that we represented so many students as we did, and we hope to have you more next semester.
I'm pretty pleased with the turnout. It's just a lot of people didn't show up, so we're hoping to have everybody show up that is nominated for the breakfast.
I just think it's a great way to showcase like the academic excellence in the school. It's a really good way. I think it turned out well.
After students received their awards and gifts, they finished their breakfast and relaxed for the remainder of A period. Here are a few comments from our headmaster, Mr. Oliver.
How are you doing today?
Brian, fine. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good. Was the food good?
Actually, all I had was some juice. I'm not a big breakfast person myself.
Would you encourage more events like this for kids that's more excelled in academics, things like that?
Absolutely. We're always looking for opportunities to highlight our students. Many times the students who are most successful academically don't get the attention that they deserve.
Yeah.
And this is a project that the Student Advisory Council came forward, and the administration certainly supports that.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Wow, that clip was just incredible. I hope that encourages you students at home to try your best in everything you do. Now stick around, because we'll be back after the break.
The Whalers Rest is back and better than ever. Opens November 1st from Wednesday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. for faculty only. It's located in Greenhouse, room 228. Come join us.
Welcome back to the show.
Good job, Pat. Well, kids, put on your thinking caps, because it's time for Weather and Science with Trevor Vaughn. Trev?
Thanks, Paul. Hey, welcome to the weather segment of 30 Minutes. I'm your host. I'm your weatherman, Trevor Vaughn. This segment, I compiled some information about clouds and different types of clouds. So first, before we do that, we're going to cut to the forecast for this week. As you can see, winter is rearing its ugly head down in Bedford High. It's starting to get sort of cold down here in all the houses and down in the core. But luckily, for our sake, the pool is still pretty warm, with about a temperature of 82 degrees. So now we're going to cut to the package that I made, and let's roll that tape. As you know, this week's weather section has to do with clouds. So I'm just going to give you some information on clouds and some types of clouds that can form. Let's start out with the definition of clouds. Clouds, a visible mass of water or ice particles in the atmosphere from which rain or other forms of precipitation fall. Scientists give names to clouds that describe their appearance. For example, the prefix strato means layer-like or sheet-like. Clouds that appear as layers or sheets are called stratus clouds. The prefix cumulo means pile or heap, and cumulus clouds are piled-up masses of white clouds. The various types of clouds are grouped into different classes according to their height above the ground. Two kinds of clouds, stratus and stratocumulus, are usually seen near the Earth. The bases of most of these clouds are less than 6,000 feet, 1,800 meters, above the Earth. A stratus cloud looks like a smooth, even sheet. Drizzle, as you can see here, often falls from it. Middle clouds, called altonimbus, altostratus, and nimbostratus, usually lie from 6,000 to 20,000 feet above the Earth. These clouds usually cannot be seen because of the rain or snow that are falling from it. High clouds, or cirrus clouds, range up to about 35,000 feet above the Earth. They're made up of teeny ice particles, and they're extremely rare. Right, that was the Weather and Science section with your weatherman, Trevor Vaughn. And now back to you, Paul. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Trev.
For our next segment, we have the lovely Amanda Borden with entertainment. Amanda?
Thanks, Pat. I'm Amanda Borden, and this is Entertainment News. This week in entertainment, we have the band, and they've been doing an excellent job this year, so let's go to that clip. As you all know, the band and color guard have been doing an excellent job this year. Here are some of the members telling you what they've been up to.
I'm Andrew Masty.
And Jeremiah Velez.
We all know that the band and color guard have been doing an amazing job so far this year. Will there be any more competitions coming up, or?
Well, no more marching band competitions. In, I believe, April, we're going down to, Virginia? Mm-hmm. And we're competing in a concert band competition.
Yeah, and later on this season, there's going to be an indoor drumline and color guard, so we'll be competing with that too.
Well, we do a field show, which is a marching band show. We go down on the football field and we play and march and make formations on the field. They're generally, I think this year we were close to 8 minutes long of continuous playing and marching. We did 3 songs, and that's about it.
What awards have you won, and what competitions have you entered?
We won all gold and 2 platinum.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. And we lost 1 competition in Dartmouth. That was a Dartmouth home show. And we tied 1 with Dartmouth at the Malden show.
Yep. We start in August, and we start with a basic block, which is just we teach the new freshmen how to march and review for all the new people and old people. You start learning your music. We do almost every day during the summer, in August, towards the end of the summer. And then we do 2 nights a week and 1 Saturday.
How long are the competitions besides what you do? Do you have to stay the whole time, or?
We're in Division 4, so usually we're the last division on, so we don't really stay for the whole show.
Hi, I'm here with Lee Dias, a member of the New Bedford High School Band.
We've won, actually a few times we've won Best Percussion. We usually get Best Color Guard. We've got Best Music a couple times too. But there are those times where we lose them, so.
Does it take a while to perfect those routines?
It takes a long time to perfect everything. It's a lot of hard work.
Well, congratulations and keep up the good work. As you can see, we have a great band this year, and I'd like to thank the members of the band for helping me out with that clip. Recently, our host, Paul Gaudu, went to an autograph signing with wrestler Shawn Michaels. Let's look at that.
Most people who know Paul Gaudu know what his favorite thing in the world is: professional wrestling. So on Sunday, November 5th, me, my brother, and a few friends took a trip up to Everett, Massachusetts. We were going to an autograph session for one of the greatest WWF superstars ever, Shawn Michaels. We finally arrived at Sports World at 9 a.m. We now had a 3-hour wait in pouring rain until 12 o'clock when he was scheduled to show up. We were all very willing to go through all this as long as we had a chance to see him in person. At about 12:45, they finally started letting us file into the small store. After paying $35 per ticket and being rushed by security, we got to take a quick picture, say a few words, shake his hand, and then be on our way.
Now you guys want Polaroids? Picture.
We were all very excited and agreed that this was all well worth it.
So it's still only $30.
Razor's starting to move! And he got it! He got it! He got it!
After the autograph session, we learned that our day wasn't over yet. Our friend told us that she was planning on bringing us for a visit to WWF Hall of Famer Walter Killer Kowalski's Pro Wrestling Training School. We talked with the Killer for about an hour and watched as his students trained in the ring.
You want some of this? Come on!
After we felt we had overstayed our welcome, we said goodbye to Mr. Kowalski and headed for the long drive home after our very exciting day of pro wrestling. So, for 30 minutes, this is Paul Gaudu. Have a nice day.
That's it for this week's entertainment news. Now back to Pat. Pat?
Oh, thanks, Amanda. Well, for our next segment, we have your two magnificent stallions, Kevin and Zach, for sports.
Thanks, Pat. After winning the Big Three title, finishing the regular season 13-6, and destroying Brockton in the first round of the MIAA state tournament, the New Bedford girls volleyball team looked to go into Barnstable, Massachusetts to avenge their losses from 1998 and 1999. Let's go to the highlights. Won the last 5 out of 7 state championships in girls volleyball, heading into the 2000 MIAA Division I state tournament, and New Bedford tried all they could to keep it from becoming 6 out of 8. But the Red Raiders were too strong. Ashley Addikins, the 1999 Gatorade Massachusetts Player of the Year, racked up 10 kills in the first 2 games to give Barnstable a commanding 2-0 lead. The first game score was 15-6, and the second game score was a little closer at 15-12. The match was, though, a far cry from the 1999 epic battle, which lasted 2.5 hours, as Barnstable disposed of New Bedford in just 1 hour this year. In the third game, the Whales were demolished 15-2, behind 11 straight service points from Addikins. Sarah Farrell, Cara Gabriel, and Andrea Mata combined for 10 kills in the contest for the Whalers. The Whalers finished the 2000 campaign 15-7 with a Big Three championship and are looking forward to next season. Done.
Our very own Zach Rocha sat down with the 1999 state champion himself in boys golf, Kevin Silva. Let's go to the interview.
Kevin Silva, you won the 1999 state championship for the Division I MIAA individually, but in 2000 you came in 3rd place. What was the feeling?
It wasn't very good. I really wanted to win. I was preparing all season to win, and I didn't, so I was mad, but it took me a little while to get over it, but I'm all set now.
You were disappointed in your performance?
Yes.
Now, you bogeyed the last 3 out of 4 holes. Was that because of the inclement weather?
Yeah. I could barely hold the club. My hands were starting to get real cold. I could handle the coldness of the day earlier in the round, but then it started to rain, and then the cold plus the rain, and just kind of did a job on my hands. I couldn't feel them.
You have an opportunity in 2001 to become the first two-time state champion in New Bedford High School history. What are your feelings going into that 2001 season?
Oh, that'd be real important to me. I'd feel like among the New Bedford High School elite in any sport. It's tough to win a state championship more than once. It's tough to win it once, but it's extremely tough to win it more than once in a high school career. If I would have won the states this season, I would have been the second player ever in Massachusetts state history to ever win back-to-back.
Next year, you return every single member of the 2000 golf team. Will the experience help you as a team, do you think?
I think so. I think we're going to be very strong next year. I think we're going to be very deep. I mean, this year we had about 4 players to consistently score well on the team every single match. Next year, hopefully we can get 6 or 7 guys to contribute, to play well every single time, every single match. And I think a lot of kids, we carried a lot of sophomores. So, I mean, the team is just going to be much better, I mean, in the next coming years. Even when I graduate, I think when they're all seniors, they're going to be very good.
Kevin, in the off season, where do you plan to go to improve your game?
A couple weeks ago, I played in Pennsylvania in a national junior tournament. I won there, and then I'm playing this weekend in Virginia, and that's a really big tournament. It's nationally ranked tournament, so my ranking either goes up or goes down according to how I place in this tournament.
What are you nationally ranked, Kevin?
I think there's a couple different polls. I mean, one of them I'm 350th, and another one I'm 720th. But the thing is, in the one that I'm 720th, you have to have a minimum of 5 tournaments to get ranked in the top 300. I only have 4 tournaments in so far. So as soon as I play this tournament in Virginia, I should boost up into the top 300.
I've heard that, Jimmy. For Kevin Pereira, I'm Zach Rocha. That's your sports report for the second week in November 2000. Paul?
Thanks, Zach and Kevin. You guys are quite the team. Well, we'll be back after this commercial.
Come and support the New Bedford High Whalers ice hockey team as they kick off the 1999-2000 season.
See a lot of action here, folks.
Hey, welcome back to 30 Minutes. Once again, I'm Paul Goddard. Well, next up, we've got our weekly salute to the teachers of New Bedford High School. Here's our Teacher of the Week segment for 30 minutes.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Amanda Borden, and I'm here with Mr. Goodfellow, our second Teacher of the Week.
The real reason I got into teaching when I did at 21 years old, oh my goodness, was because of Vietnam. You had to have a draft-deferred job or you were in Vietnam. And teaching science at a high school level was draft deferred, so that's how I got into it. But once I got into it, I realized this is where I should be. I had come from a family that no one had ever gone to college, so I had nobody to ask about what professions to choose. But this is where everyone should be. Everyone should be a teacher.
How do you feel about the MCAS testing and how it bases the sophomore graduation?
Okay. Choose a professional from any field and ask them if In order to maintain their job, they should have to pass one test on one given day. And ask them if they think that that is efficient and fair. And now we can all kind of imagine that. The answer is, it's ridiculous. The MCAS test, I don't mind being given because we can use the data, but it shouldn't be used for a graduation requirement. Because there's no possible way we can get data that actually reflects all of the multiple intelligences that kids have.
So you don't think there should be teacher testing either?
If anybody who's in charge of this, I can't imagine who would be that foolish to think of this concept, but if anybody is in charge of giving the test to see whether teachers should continue, it means they have no idea what we really do in the classroom. So they shouldn't be running these programs. Maybe we should give them a test to see if they know what they're doing.
What high school did you attend?
New Bedford High School, right here. Yeah. The kids are not as motivated for delayed reward. That is to say, you can't give them a topic in 2 months and expect they're going to be psyched over it. But on the other hand, the kids are better human beings, better people. They evaluate others on the basis of the depth of who they are rather than superficial ideas of religion or money or race or all of that.
How long have you taught at New Bedford High School?
This is 33 years. I started as early as anyone could start.
And how do you feel about being our Teacher of the Week?
If it means spotlighting a teacher and then asking lots of questions and getting input, I think everyone should be Teacher of the Week. It's a wonderful thing. So someday, you too can be Teacher of the Week.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye, Amanda, Melissa, Allison.
Thanks for joining us this week for another fun-filled 30 minutes of 30 Minutes. Be sure to tune in next week.
Tonight, we leave you with the privilege of venturing into the bedroom of Paul Gaudu. So, for 30 minutes...
I'm Pat Elaine.
And I'm Paul Gaudu.
See you guys later.
Excuse me, are you Santa Claus? If you are him, here's my list.
Help the Marines make Christmas possible for less fortunate children. Donate a new toy to Toys for Tots.
Here's Santa Claus.
Hello, I'm Angela Lansbury for Child Reach. You can become a Child Reach sponsor and not only personally touch the life of a needy boy or girl overseas, but also help the child's family and community achieve the goals they have set for themselves.
Children see the need to help clearly because their hearts have 20/20 vision. For more information about Child Reach, call 1-800-578-0808.
Mom, can we call, please?